Welcome to the channel. I have a quick PSA for new players or for anybody that's not going for this fusion that I want to share information that you might not know. It's probably just for newer players, but if you don't know this, because I didn't know this until I'd been playing for a little while, it's really important information. I'm not going for this fusion. I'm on a 10-day-old account. And this is a really bad image, but whatever. There's two dungeon divers in this event. It's gonna be really hard. I'm not gonna have the fragments to go for a summon rush. I just this fusion's not gonna work for me on a 10-day-old account. And you might be in the same place, or you might have just watched a bunch of the videos on this and just decided this is a hero that you're gonna be skipping. And let me get rid of this picture here real fast. The first thing is don't forget that we're in a personal clan versus clan, which are great for rewards. So before you do anything going in on this fusion, skipping it or not, wait until, in this case, the 20 hours is up until you really go all in on this stuff. But the important part is, look, you got like a champion training event. And there's good chances are that you're going to be training some sort of champions or doing something along those lines if you're on a new account. It just happens. I have some food saved up because I knew the personal CVC was coming up. So I have a bunch of chickens sitting there. I'm ready to start combining to level this up. I probably won't ever hit this second one here, this 5-star. So even if before I even go to the dungeon divers, I'm already like 5 or 10 fragments into missing it, and I think you can only miss 15. So I'm not going to be able to hit this fusion anyways, even if I really wanted to. But see, I grabbed this 5 right here because I'm just training stuff that I'm going to normally train. The reason I feel like it's important, right, is because let's say that I'm sitting right at 2,000 and I just got to do that little bit extra by the time this event goes to end. I'm going to want to do that little bit extra to grab these 5 fragments. And the reason you want to grab these 5 fragments is because if you go over here and then you go into the fragment summons here, that's actually how you get mod. You use the fragments from other heroes to get mod. And what you do is you turn those in to get these chests up here. In this case, it's 1 legendary for 1 legendary, so just getting those 5 would get me one of these chests. And you can get these mod fragments out of it. Takes forever to get mod. I still don't have mod. I honestly don't even know anything about mod because it's that unattainable for me. But if you look at the other things that come in this chest, some of them are kind of juicy, right? These feasts, you can drop a feast on a 1-star brand new champion level 1 and it'll make it a 6-star. It's really powerful. I think Plarium charges $20 US dollars just to get one of these feasts, maybe $10 or something like that. They're really expensive, so it's obviously a super low drop rate, but odds may be in your favor. And then you got skill tomes, which are always useful, especially on a new account, especially the legendaries. Again, super low drop rate, but these are basically free. This is all free, right? You're not doing anything that you wouldn't normally be doing to get all this stuff, right? This is early on, right? Especially during a champion training event. You drop this barrel, it's enough XP to take a 6-star from 0s to max. Fully levels up a 6-star, right? Again, useful. It does cost 500,000 silver. That's a whole nother subject. And you can never have too many chickens. Ever have too many chickens. So an early account, you might even really need the potions. Totally worth it, but if you didn't know, that's how you actually get these. So even if you're skipping this fusion, it is definitely worth kind of paying attention to these events and seeing where you can maybe squeeze out 5 here, 10 here, just to see. You might get lucky. It's completely worth the gamble. Again, if you're not going to run dragon, I'm not, I wouldn't go in here and grind out dragon and waste all those resources to grind out dragon if that's not something you're going to do just to get these 5 fragments to go for a chest. That's absolutely not what I'm saying to do. I'm absolutely saying not to do that. My case, I'm not going to be running Dragon this hard. Dragon doesn't have anything that I'm looking for right now, so that's like a big thing. I won't be running Dragon on this, so I'm going to miss these 5 fragments. But I am 100% going to be training the heck out of a bunch of champions, right? So I might be able to grab myself. I'm going to be able to grab myself at least 1 chest, but hopefully 2, right? And that's not even thinking about the gems, right? That's one more energy refill right there. These chests aren't that great, but it's another legendary skill tome. You might need that. So it's definitely worth kind of paying attention to these events as they come up, just to grab what fragments you can, so that you can go in here and trade them for this chest. And if nothing else, maybe you actually do want mod, right? Maybe you're smarter than me and you've done more research and you know that mod's completely an amazing thing and you want to just spend all your time fusing this up. I've opened a few of these chests on my other account and I've actually landed a couple of feasts, which is great. I genuinely loved it. I used it. I dropped it on a hero that I really didn't want to level up, but I wanted it max level, right? It was like, I'd like to have this, but I don't want to spend, resources are so precious. It's like, man, I really don't want to dump the resources to do this, but I really want that hero, and I dropped it. You know what I mean? Maybe you've already pulled your Artor. You should have waited for your CVC to start, but maybe you already pulled your Artor. And you just want to, bam, have him at 6-star right away. You might get lucky and do that. Again, might not, but it doesn't matter because you're going to be training champions anyways. Or if you're at a point where you're going to be running Dragon and you're not training champions, you know what I mean? So just wanted to make people aware. I didn't know that when I was first new. Maybe I am kind of stupid, so it's completely in the realm of possibility that I'm just so stupid that I didn't know that, but it's general knowledge and people know that within a couple hours of playing the game. But for me, I didn't know that. So I just wanted to share a quick PSA. I will be back later today with an update about this channel. I pulled another amazing epic hero. This account's had pretty good luck. Not like, well, okay, it's had the most amazing luck I've ever had on a new account. But I pulled another great epic hero today. So I'll be back later with an update on all that. But this quick PSA, I appreciate you watching and giving your time to indulge this. Yeah, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.